Name is a Hotman Turnbow, and I belong to me. I live in Mississippi, down in Holmes County. There are bullet holes in my front door, set my house on fire. But I'm gonna vote this spring because freedom's my desire. The working definition that we used early on following the civil rights movement was a cooperative is doing through the week what Christians talk about doing on Sunday. And I'm a Christian, and we talk about how we gonna work together, how we gonna help each other, how we got each other's back, how we gonna do all that. We do that every Sunday. But cooperatives do that through the week. And that's the beauty of a cooperative, is because of the four forms of businesses that I know about in this country, being individual proprietorship, a partnership, whatever kind of partnership, a corporation. The cooperative development tops them all. And it tops them all because not only does it teach you thrift, not only does it teach you business principles, not only does it involve you in a constant education process, but that constant education process makes sure that you grow to become parts of other things that are instrumental in the development of your community.
We were organized as an agricultural association when we started, because that was the closest thing to a cooperative we could slide in as. But as we grew so much, it was obvious we weren't all producers of food, so we had to come up with some way of making ourselves more legitimate. And of course, we do not have consumer cooperative or worker cooperative law in Mississippi, but around 30-some states do. So we checked it out, and we saw Wisconsin had very modern laws. So we organized as a consumer cooperative in Wisconsin and went to the Secretary of State's office and filled out the paperwork to do business in Mississippi. It was easy. We never even had to go to Wisconsin. We found a really good co-op lawyer in Madison, Wisconsin. By email and phone call, we got it all done. And it shouldn't be an inhibiting thing for any of us to start cooperatives in Mississippi. It can easily be organized in another state, and we can do business here. So they'd say, who's going to sign for the note? Well, when everybody owns just one share, why would one person take it financially responsible for the whole thing? So they didn't get it. We went to 3 or 4 local banks. None of them got it. Finally, we went to Hope Credit Union, and they got it right away. They're a cooperative themselves. So together, we worked out a great arrangement, and we purchased our building. The group of investors that Charlie was talking about sold it to us at a really decent price. So now we're going to have a fair amount of equity to look for a larger place. There's really 2 visions of food in the country here. Industrial agriculture really has the idea of patenting every piece of food, genetically modifying it so they can put their brand on it and get a royalty for every time a seed is sold. And they would really have the whole country be like that, where there's really no natural food left. And the other vision of agriculture is where we, instead of poisoning all the earth, we actually enrich it, and we compost and improve the soil. We save our seeds and improve the kind of seed that we plant every year. It's a way that is sustainable and has been going on for several thousand years and can continue to go on. So Rainbow Co-op and many co-ops are on that side of the vision for food going forward in our country.
When I go into Rainbow, the reason I like Rainbow is that I can trust what I'm going to get there. Or, and I do I still read labels. So if I find something I'm not sure of, I ask.
And Rainbow would like to see co-ops start all over Mississippi. And we'll help in any which way we can. It's not an issue of, if another co-op starts, it's competition. Co-ops cooperate, and the more of us, the more stronger we are.
when you give to the community gives back to you. And that's the importance of local businesses and businesses that are owned by the people.
But the cooperative tops them all because it engages the people. It is a higher order. It's not me taking care of my individual self. You know, folks will say all around this country, well, I pull myself up by my own bootstraps, that capitalism is the highest form of economic development that we know anywhere it exists. It's the best form, maybe not the highest form. I disagree with all of that. Cooperative economic development is the best form and the highest form because it takes us to another level of thinking. It takes us to thinking more of community instead of thinking of our individual self.
I think we can do this, and I'm thinking this is kind of the path of free the food, free the people, free the land.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. This is the